So Fortnite has changed a lot, and I thought I would take this time to make a video about some of the things that I'm not really a huge fan of in modern Fortnite. I guess you could call it Chapter 2 Fortnite. Now, I normally try to keep my videos pretty positive, but we haven't really had a lot of news or updates in a while. And this is just something I kind of wanted to make a video on, so I apologize if this video seems a bit ranty or a bit negative. I just kind of wanted to talk about why, I still really do like Fortnite how it is, but like some of the things that kind of bother me and some of the things that make me wish we had kind of old Fortnite back the most, if you get what I'm saying. Now, throughout this whole video, I'm not going to talk about I'm not going to talk anything about the skill gap or players being good or sweats or anything like that, because I feel like that's kind of irrelevant to what Epic Games has been doing, other than the fact that they've introduced competitive and stuff and creative and stuff. I don't really think Epic has a lot to do with the huge skill gap in Fortnite. I don't really think they're to blame, so I'm not going to use that as an argument against the things I don't like about current Fortnite. Anyway, I'm going to start with my first point here, which is kind of a small point, but all these things add up for me, and they all kind of have a central idea. So this may seem like a little bit of nitpicking for this first point here, but it's the battle pass menus and how they've been doing battle passes and menus and all that stuff since pretty much Season 2, Chapter 2. Now honestly, most of my points here actually stem from Season 2, Chapter 2. I think ever since Season 2, Chapter 2 came out, they've been prioritizing different things for Fortnite, and they've been kind of shifting the focus. And I feel like a lot of these changes, at least for me, hurt my enjoyment of the game. And one of those changes is how they do Battle Pass menus and how they kind of structure the Battle Pass. Since Chapter 2 Season 2, every single season has had a new Battle Pass menu, all of them equally confusing to navigate, all of them equally as annoying to go to the challenge table. Like, I liked having tabs, I liked having a clean looking UI. All this stuff is just crazy, like add-ons and stuff that it's just like, I get how some people could enjoy them, but for me, I don't want to go to my Battle Pass screen and see a bunch of 3D renders and models and have to click around and interact with stuff to get to where I want to be. I'd rather just be able to click on a tab, see the Battle Pass, click on another tab, see the challenges, click on tabs for each of my challenges. The UI was just so much simpler back in the day, and I really, really wish they would ditch the whole challenge table thing and the whole UI system here and just like give us back normal menus. It's a small thing, but it really does kind of make navigating the whole Battle Pass stuff a bit more annoying for me. Now my next point here is a lot bigger. Again, this also stems from Chapter 2 Season 2. It's the henchmen / AI locations, and just henchmen and AI in general. Something about henchmen and something about all these AI things, I just don't like it. I don't like the Galactus drones. I don't like the Quinjets. I didn't like Marauders. I don't like spy bases. I don't like boss henchmen. And it's just, I don't know. I kind of wish you could just play the game without having AI in it. Just 100 players, Battle Royale. But it seems like every new update has to bring some kind of, or even multiple kinds of different AI or henchmen strewn around the map just to interrupt you and just ruin the flow a bit. And then also just, it feels weird, like it feels out of place. And something about it I really don't enjoy, and I kind of wish they would just get rid of these. At the end of Chapter 2 Season 2, I was like, thank goodness, no more henchmen. No more spy locations, just good old Fortnite locations, good old all that kind of stuff. But it just keeps coming back the next season with Marauders and even more spy locations. And then now Marvel season, the worst offenders so far. We have Stark robots, we have superhero locations with separate kinds of henchmen. We got the Doom henchmen and the Stark robots with the Quinjets, the Galactus drones, just all of this stuff, just all together, it doesn't feel like Fortnite to me, and it's just, I'm so tired of battling AI in pub games. I just want to battle actual players. Now I want to take the time here to thank you guys so much for watching this video. This is not the end of the video, but I just want to thank you guys for watching this. I know this video is kind of ranty. I know it's kind of weird, kind of different, but if you're still watching, I just wanted to thank you real quick. But yeah, overall, I don't like AI, and I'm tired of them, and I hope next season they just scrap all the AI stuff. And it feels like so much of the development time is going into these locations. And that's the next thing I want to talk about is priorities. They seem to really be prioritizing having new locations with bosses and mythics and new cool battle pass menus over actually having interesting new locations or actual weapons added to the loot pool. Like, think about it. We got the flare gun. We've had like the grapple gun for fishing. We've got like the rare fishing rod. When's the last time we actually got like a gun or an item added to the loot pool that's brand new? Barely ever. I feel like every single new weapon or item in the loot pool is either found from or dropped from an AI, like a Stark robot or something, or it's a mythic. And it's just, I miss when they would just add new fun stuff that you could try out super easily. Just loot a chest, have a chance of getting it, have fun, try it out, and just have it be part of the game. I miss that. And it's just, it's so upsetting to me that we've just kind of lost, like, it's not the whole, like, a lot of people say, oh, we used to have weekly updates where they added an item every week. We get bi-weekly updates, that doesn't bother me, but at least add like an item that everyone can find. It just seems like everything they add now is either a superpower or a mythic or something that just dropped from some random thing like a Galactus drone or a Stark robot. Just please give us just items in the loot pool. I just hate having all this development time spent into mythics and boss locations and all the stuff that I'm not interested in. Most of the time I just avoid it. Don't even interact with them. That's one of the good things about stuff like that. Except for like, again, the Quinjets are kind of hard to avoid sometimes. Same with the Galactus drones. At least you can choose not to go to a henchman place. But the thing is, they're prioritizing all this stuff now, and they don't seem to be just, I feel like they've changed the focus of what they develop. I'm not gonna sit here and say, oh, that's bad, they shouldn't do that, they should change because I say so. Obviously not. Obviously, they're gonna work on what they want to work on, they're gonna work on what they think is best for the game and what makes them more money, because they are a business. If you guys like it or not, a lot of the things they add to the game are to benefit them for profit. I'm sure all this AI stuff is just in the game so that new players can get into the game and feel good about getting some kills. They added bots in Chapter 2, Season 1. I guess that wasn't enough for them. They wanted to add henchmen, they wanted to add bosses. They want to add these fun mythics that everyone can play around with, even if you're not good at the game. You can still have a good time with mythics and get a lot of kills. A lot of the things that they've been adding are so new players stay on the game longer so they get more money from buying V-Bucks, buying skins, all that kind of stuff. It just really does feel that way. And honestly, I do not blame them for it. I don't blame them. And they've been doing this kind of stuff since like a long time ago. They added things like mechs. They tried to do the same thing with that with the Infinity Blade. Some could argue planes, but I feel like they kind of added that. I don't think they really meant for planes to be that overpowered, but they've been doing stuff like this a long time, and right now it's the worst it's ever been. The game could be called casual, but I don't think that's the problem. I think the problem is the way they're going about it, and that's kind of the whole thing I wanted to talk about in this video. All these mythics, all these henchmen, all these AI, all these bosses, all this stuff just seems to be pandering to new players who are getting into the game for the first time, and all the players who've been sticking with the game for forever. Just, there's not much for them to enjoy here. If you're good at the game, what is fun about killing henchmen? Like, what's fun about it? What is fun about having Galactus bots and drones and like Quinjets all over the place? What's the fun in being beat up by someone who has superpowers when you don't, because you didn't land somewhere that gives them to you, because you don't want to deal with all that stuff. That's my problem here. I just wish we could go back, and I hope next season we get a clean slate. It seemed like before Fortnite pleased everyone, they didn't try so hard back in like season 3, 4. They didn't try so hard to please new players. They just wanted to keep the community that they already had. It's confusing. It's a whole thing. Not quite sure how you guys feel about it. Maybe I'm the only one. I'm not sure. Just feels like Epic releases all these stuff nowadays, every single update, and it's just I have no interest in any of the stuff they add. I'd rather just avoid it. That's just how I feel about the game right now. So, sorry if this video was kind of ranting. Sorry if this video was kind of negative. I try not to do negative videos, but I thank you guys so much if you actually watched all the way through this video. I know it's kind of a long one, so thank you so much for watching the video. I hope you have a good rest of your day, and I will see you guys in the next video. Goodbye.